Pato said, this has been going like this for far too long. There are power dynamics in this game that make the average person weak and loyal. People control alliances, show leaderships, and if you show signs against it you become the next target. Not saying those who lead are dictators, and not saying that those who follow them couldn't give their personal opinions. Perm and Callie, perhaps Bob too but not too sure, have clearly been the main leaders in the game. They reasonably choose Quarter, Jacob and the other guy cause they clearly cheated, but people like Bleachable who didn't even get to talk were immediately voted off because they didn't talk, and perhaps they were simply busy. Not saying for people to vote for anyone, I just want us to be honest and transparent on who we wish to vote on, and not simply blindly follow someone. If you wanna vote me it's chill, but make it your vote not theirs. Perma said, I'm liking Pato's Revolution arc, if it means anything dude, I genuinely don't know who I'm gonna vote. Pato said, ye dude nothing I said is personal but legit some people are screwed if we stay like this, I mean yeah people are gonna have to be voted on, and I like everyone here, but if it stays like this it will be the same 2 or 3 people winning every game, I make my statement. Perma said, you make a good point and it's the same reason I've been saying voting gonna be hard, no one will want to vote unless one idea is just thrown out there and then it's morally better to go for that person since multiple people agreed on it. Cheesy said, nah, I know who I'm voting for, gotta kill the power dynamic. Pato said, and I do not wish to be a leader, I simply started the movement. Perma said, I will say it I would want to vote you here mainly because it's the biggest shift in power and it does save a lot of people proly, but I agree with your point enough that I kinda just don't want to, plus since you're doing the revolution it'll get fun and ending that early is boring. Then Bread Ross and Pato argued about the same thing, Pato thinking that alliances are bad, but Ross thinking it's necessary in the game. Then Cheesy, Perma and no one decided to go on a mission exploring the ghost village Shijiao up north. Then as they arrive through the open gates, they see bodies and weapons on the ground. They noticed animal tracks showing that the golden lion and its cub had been there at some point, scavenging for food. Perma burnt down some propaganda posters and they collected items. Then they burnt the village down before returning home. Cheesy said, so who were you thinking of voting? Mal said, well our choices are Perma and Callie, personally I'd vote either. Cheesy said, I think Callie cause she's a stronger player this season, as much as I like her. No one said, Callie it is then. Ross said, sounds good. Most people decided to vote Callie out, as she was viewed as a threat at this point in the game. Her alliance was kinda quiet before the voting, so not much discussion about the voting, as the players seem to be a little lost on who to vote and what the alliance is exactly. Callie meditated so hard her soul left her body, to be buried later. Perma said, oh shit rest in peace twin that was far more decided than I thought it'd be. Pato said, heavy is the crown, and the rain falls. Then in preparation for the next mission, Dong said, these moves critical are indeed, you'll want to see what lies on the mountain between our villages. If strength you still find in you, you shall go to the East Lake. It is important that balance is set on this valley, these beasts slayed need to be, for we this curse have set free, believe in you I do, in the Goon Hut great student Perma still is in, but when he comes out, ready will you be to start this mission. Then, no one and Perma went on a mission to kill more beasts. They started by climbing the center mountain/hill that is between the tribe villages. On top at the forest, no one was attacked and pinned against the ground by a large male cow-looking beast with a thick fur, huge horns and a skull head. The thing bit no one in the arm, but was interrupted by Perma who shot fire at it, making it fall over. While no one shot web at it, it started to charge towards Perma, who planted a weapon to the ground, making the beast tumble. The beast came sliding down the ground, pushing Perma to the side. With their combo web/fire, they were able to keep it down, while Perma smashed its massive tongue with a big rock. It broke down like a body, but instead over a long period, it broke down in seconds, till only its tongue was left. They cooked the tongue with Perma's fire power and continued down the mountain towards east, turning north after seeing Tribe B's abandoned village. They arrived to the East Lake and saw that the huge golden lion was there with its baby. They debated for a while as to what to do, but decided to kill it. Perma used his powers and a spear to launch it towards the lion after no one had trapped it in silk. The arrow went straight into its head, killing it. They burnt the body and took the baby back to the village, where the former enemies from the castle started to treat its broken leg.